Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and tonight we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me tonight Cold, Ice, Cameo, Nez, and Wind.
Hey.
Just a reminder, for those of you that enjoy this and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Other than that, there will be more about how you can support the channel at the end of the stream. I almost said video for some reason. Who wants to do my recap?
Technically, this is a video.
I mean, technically.
So, recap, huh? Last time we... I already can tell I'm going to mess up on this one. Someone else tag in.
We were walking through the pages, and the farther we get, the worse our afflictions are. I'm not going to go over the ones that we have. Went through a couple of rooms. Coral nearly killed herself, and Kindle. Yeah, flying sucks.
I literally fly slower than my running pace.
This is true.
Not saying. I mean, it's not saying it's your fault. It's just what happened. Finally got up. Ended up in. I believe we are now in page 215. And we basically found ourselves in Canterlot Palace. We found Luna and Celestia, and Kindle, being Kindle, very bluntly tried to explain to her what happened. And as a result, the party is now in jail.
And very angry. At Kendall.
Yeah, I Kindle this time.
Okay. I've got the thing set up so that you guys can take a look at the numbers again. Let me... I don't need that open. Okay. So, you guys, like was stated previously, are currently in jail. Well, in a dungeon, technically. Your crime, trying to dismiss the delusions of a alicorn princess. What do?
Coral has turned into ball.
Phoenix will keep working on repairing the broken set of lockpicks she has now. We might need them at some point. If not,
By the way,
a favor.
your rogue is just gone.
Yeah, we don't have a rogue anymore.
We had a rogue?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at everyone and say, okay, so does anyone have a plan? There's no bad ideas.
Well, I could try and knock the door down.
Any other ideas?
We could go for something a little more polite than that.
I could squeeze through the bars and try and look for a key.
That's actually a really good one. Can you like turn into a mouse or something and squeeze through 'em?
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't
Yes.
seen a mouse?
As far as I remember, is there any restrictions on size for Druid?
Nope. The only restriction is on a CR, and then also you're restricted to creatures that can swim and fly until you reach a certain level, which I have passed. So it's only CR.
So it's CR and how many times you can do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as this doesn't turn into Tale of Two Cockroaches again.
Yeah.
I sense there's a story behind that.
However, I am out of wild shapes right now, so we would need
Yeah.
to be in here for a while before I could try.
Really, we aren't in here for that long.
I'm gonna look at Phoenix. Can you get those lockpicks fixed?
Out of character, she would have to cast Mending for each part of the lockpicks that is broken. So it really depends on how thoroughly destroyed the set of lockpicks is. It's a minute to cast each use of Mending.
So that I don't actually know what their lockpicking kit looks like, so that's a good question on like how long that would take.
Yeah, like how many of the picks do you have to break for it to be considered unusable? Who knows?
I would like if it's counting it per kit, then I would like if a kit becomes unusable, it need to be most, if not all of them.
Yeah. Or at least a good majority, so you're missing a lot of the picks you need for a majority of locks.
Yeah, that's why I said most, if not all.
Yeah. So she might be here for a little bit in order to get whatever is needed to open this particular lock.
You said how long you need for
A minute per cast.
minute per cast. Let's take a look.
She's going to be working on that while we come up with other plans.
Well,
Because we need something to do once we are out.
Okay. Well, we could
No.
use Kendall's idea of breaking it.
you know, if we're gonna try and bring her with us, we probably should start with breaking her stuff.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, I do too, but we do have to find a way out first before we can even try to bring her with us.
Yeah, well, my form of diplomacy didn't work, so yeah, I think I have to leave this to you guys. I'll back you up, but not taking the lead on this one.
I'm gonna look at Coral as she's balled up. I'm assuming she's still balled up, right?
Hell yeah, the whole time she did not move after balling up. She is
So-
completely and utterly still.
Based off of this, what I just looked up, you're looking at probably an 8-piece set.
But not too long. Probably by the time we're done discussing.
Now,
Alright.
the next question is: does anybody actually know how to use them? Because you need to have proficiency in them.
And specifically lockpick, or just good dexterity?
Deep's tools.
Specifically, yeah.
What happens if you don't have, like, what could you use in it?
You would be using it
Place
at
them.
disadvantage, which you would be doing anyways. Except if I remember correctly, with tools, for specifically like lockpicking and stuff like that, you need to have the tools.
Actually, I suppose the first question would be, what does the prison look like?
You are in a stone room. The floors, walls, ceiling, all of that stone. The door is made of what looks like a thick oak. And there is a grated window on one side and a grated window in the door. Other than that, there is one of those like wooden beds with the chains holding it up. It's
Right.
just like the flap of wood. And a set of manacles hanging from one wall.
Okay. The door to the exit. You said it's a solid wood door?
Yes.
Keyhole?
Yep.
I'm gonna try and poke out the, see what's out the, through the keyhole.
You see a stone wall on the other side.
Wait, is it like bars or like just a flat, like, can't see outside normally? Because I don't see any reason to look through a keyhole.
There, I did say that there is a barred window in the door.
Oh. Duh. I misinterpreted that.
Doesn't hurt to check through the keyhole.
Yeah, you never know. There
be
could be a
spider.
lost key in there.
Yeah, never know. Well, I suppose looking down the window, or out the window.
So, from what you can tell, it appears to be a hallway also made out of stone. You guys seem to be in one of several cells that you could see. You do not see any signs of guards.
I was going to look for those. I guess I don't need to.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd be in an actual room, but yeah, being down a hallway kind of does make sense. Damn.
You are in a room.
Oh,
Damn it! I
Just in
have
separate
no.
rooms.
I have nothing that could help us out.
well, I was kind of hoping for a guard station since, well, don't necessarily know how complete this thing is. Guards are known for leaving their keys on tables.
Don't forget to check your backgrounds and classes for your proficiencies, by the way. That is like the one thing that you chose a background for, so...
Wait, those actually have an effect?
Yes,
Yeah?
they do.
There's a reason backgrounds are like a thing in the rules, and not just what is your backstory.
Okay, I thought it was just an extra flavoring thing.
There would not be so many written in the books if they didn't have a mechanical use, but fair enough.
We only ever use them for the mechanical use, too, so, you know. Let me... Did you write down a background, Wind?
I did. I'm trying to see if it has anything I can use in it. There's just a ton of... It's nothing.
Because I know there are several that give things like tool proficiencies as well, so I figured I'd bring it up for those of you that forgot you had them.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
Only disguise and forgery. I don't got.
So you can use a disguise kit, Cameo?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Do you have to have proficiency to
technically-
use one?
Yes.
Okay, well,
I technically already had one on me.
Oh. I was gonna say, otherwise I happen to have one.
Yeah.
Alright.
For most of the kits, you have to have proficiency in order to actually be able to use them.
Okay.
I think there's like 1 or 2 kits that will allow you to use them without proficiency.
Like a healer kit?
Yeah.
There's a healer kit?
Yeah.
Huh.
It basically lets you stabilize someone without having to roll for it.
It might be called a medicine kit, though.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's one of
medicine.
Hey, Nameless.
Hey, Win.
Are the bars big enough for us to fit like one hoof through? The bars on the door, that is?
It is 2 feet up the door from the keyhole, and the bars occupy a roughly about 1 foot by 6 inch square or rectangle, and you might be able to fit your hoof through, but your arms aren't that long.
Okay. What about the shade manacles? If I use that and I have someone with a
Your
lot of
shade
strength,
manacles, by their size alone, could not fit through that.
but are they able to at least grab onto the bars?
No.
Darn it. Well, there goes the plan of ripping the bars open with Kindle's help.
Not to mention, you cannot take off the shade manacles.
I know.
Mhm.
I was gonna have him just grab onto them and like that way he doesn't have force.
I guess next, check out the window.
The window is roughly about 2 feet by 1 foot and sets about 4 feet into the wall. The slope leading up to the window is extremely difficult to climb. Not impossible, but extremely difficult.
Possibility out that way.
Coral is
Yeah, but-
too large to fit through the opening.
Well, screws that idea.
Coral is literally the largest party member currently.
Her standing height is 8 feet in height, and she has got broad shoulders as a gargoyle.
So like what, 8 feet in height, 5 in width?
I probably wouldn't go that far, but close to it.
Okay.
If you put her in that hole, she would get stuck, and nobody would be able to get in or out through that hole. She would effectively be a cork.
I'm gonna
Okay,
look
take
at
Good.
I'm gonna look at Phoenix. Don't you have some kind of spell that can like, I don't know, blast the door off its hinges without a sound, or do your normal unicorn stuff, right?
I can't blast things out of existence without making noise. But I could just teleport us out.
Why don't you just do that?
Well, I don't want it.
You wouldn't happen to have a spell that would just, I don't know, unlock the door?
Actually, she doesn't have that spell.
Damn.
No.
Of all the spells that you don't have, that is the one that surprises me.
Yeah.
Really, she wouldn't really have a use for that kind of spell.
You're constantly running Mind Blank and you don't have Knock.
Well, yeah. One is defense, one is offense.
I mean,
Utility. One is utility.
I feel like
Offense.
constantly having Mind Blank up is a little paranoid. So
yeah,
like
she's
not
paranoid.
having the unlock the door spell seems like. What if I get stuck somewhere?
Hmm.
Guess you weren't worried about that.
I mean, he isn't a mind flayer, so
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, are
suppose.
mind flayers also paranoid? I thought that was just beholders.
yeah, I was thinking of a beholder. I didn't mean mind flayer.
I mean, they're probably a bit paranoid.
Yeah, but they don't compare to a beholder.
No. Or liches. Liches are funny.
Well, if you can teleport out, maybe you can go look around for the key.
Yeah, I could do that.
Much as I don't want to split up, might not have a choice here.
It's up to you, Phoenix.
I mean,
Or I
we
just
could just wait.
Yeah, or we could just wait.
We don't know how
curious.
long we're supposed to be locked up for.
What if we're supposed to be locked in here for decades or years? Like, I'll be fine. I'll survive without much food, but you guys will probably die and wither away. No offense.
She doesn't seem like the type to starve for Christmas.
Yeah.
I
was
don't know.
thinking more wait like a day or two, and then ask a guard how long we'll be in here. Not wait until they let us out.
Assuming there's a guard.
Yeah, there's no.
Well, who's gonna give us the food?
Who says we're getting fed?
Or
Well,
who
we'll
said.
find that out if they don't come.
And isn't this place linked up to her, to what she wants?
Yeah, so it's
If
hard
she
to tell how complete it is.
So if she happens to forget us and not want to think about us, then doesn't that mean we wouldn't get anything?
Likely.
So,
Anyways,
for,
are we the only ones in this prison, or are there like other people? Like, I'm gonna call out if there's anyone else around.
so roll me a perception check.
Okay, I'm so good at this. Oh wait. Wait, am I? Oh, I'm exhausted. I have disadvantage. I'll just roll that again. 15.
So, as you call out, you hear the sound of your voice echo down the hallway. There is no returning call.
Yeah. If she forgets us, there's no one else down here.
Yeah. Like I said, might not be all that complete. Just complete enough.
So, can everybody except for the barbarian roll me a quick insight?
Alright. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have disadvantage on it? I do have disadvantage. God damn it.
Everybody should, for the most part, at this point. It,
So
it should be.
If he didn't, he didn't.
Yeah,
It should
Yeah.
Cameo
it should
was
be
keeping
linked in
track
there,
of that.
Yeah.
Only about half.
Okay. So, Otto's
It's like
non. Who has it? Okay, so Coral, Kindle, and Phoenix are the only ones that don't have it yet.
count yourselves lucky. Doesn't
So,
feel good.
Phoenix. You may not be a people-y person, but you've read a few books on people. And something tells you that, you know, someone who has been given their greatest wish and then had somebody then try to dispel said wish through brute force is not going to want to think about the people that they just threw in a prison. So this may be one of those like literal definitions of threw you in a hole and tossed away the key.
Well, I suppose we might have to make our own way out of this. But how are we going to start a conversation at this point that'll go anywhere, considering she clearly doesn't want to talk to us?
Well, easy.
And now would be breaking out of her prison.
That's easy. We
Well-
have someone else talk other than Kendall.
Yep, just make sure I'm not in sight.
Well, I believe a good start would be if we waited a while. Because if we bring up that we're not getting fed, then she'll probably be more forgiving of us breaking out.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's true.
Have a
Appeal to her
proper-
mercy.
Alright. And I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. I guess we're gonna stay in here for a bit longer.
And if all else fails, we do have a way out.
So I'm also going to poke this one again. If you remember, you've had to deal with one person who didn't want to leave their dreams, and they were not in here as long and mostly rational. The implications with as many rooms as you've gone through is that she's been in here a while. What makes you think she's
so
supposed to be rational?
So she's not gonna be reasonable then.
Just a bit of food for thought there. You know, you've been locked in a world that grants you the things you desire the most, and have essentially been.
I wasn't even thinking along that line. I just thought it'd be harder because we're not a familiar face.
Not even that. You're not a familiar face that that has told her that everything she's living is a lie. In a world that is built to convince the person that is in it to stay. That this is their world now.
So, what, how long do you guys think we'll be in here?
Anywhere from a day to forever.
Hey, Kendo, you're still open to breaking down the door, right?
Well, either that or have Phoenix go look for the key, but rather not put all that on her.
It might be better if we stick together for this one. There's no telling what, I don't know, this place can change into. Unless you're really, really opposed to that, Phoenix, and you want to go out there and get the key for us.
I don't believe that Phoenix can interact with objects like that.
I was referring to the teleportation.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Phoenix
thought
can't. Technically, she could cast telekinesis through the Phoenix.
Phoenix is Phoenix.
Well, if you could cast telekinesis through your Phoenix, then yeah, you could potentially do that.
Phoenix is Phoenix. Phoenix is Phoenix Lake.
So how about it, Phoenix?
We have ways out. I think we should maybe just wait a little bit and try and come up with a plan for how we're going to deal with Luna once we are out. Because there's no point in making a big commotion or walking up to her throne room without a plan.
I will also point out that, as far as you guys are aware, this is a relatively safe place. So, you know, you guys haven't rested in how long?
We're in a safe room.
I'd like to save.
I will say that given y'all's state and the fact that the exhaustion will not go away, you need 48 hours to get a full long rest.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
making long rests longer now? Cool.
before we actually go to sleep, I'm gonna look at everyone and say, alright, so Phoenix doesn't really talk that much. Kendo will get us killed. Coral is still too young. Smart, but too young. Mel! When we get out of here, do you want to speak with Luna?
I was planning on it.
Sweet.
I might be the only one who didn't speak up when we got thrown in here.
Well, we'll be counting on you then. You'll be getting us out of here. Well, you'll be getting Luna out of here.
Oh,
If talking to her works.
there's that.
We never know if we don't try.
It just
What's plan B?
Plan B is Kindle grabs Luna and we run.
I don't think grabbing a god and running away is gonna work.
Okay, fine. Maybe you guys can. Maybe we can come up with a better Plan B then.
no. Her greatest wish was to be noticed. Well, other than me, you guys can notice her.
We're the only real people who could notice her.
Perhaps a formal petition in some way.
Acknowledge her for who she is.
Mhm.
I wonder if she remembers Shadowfire.
Shadowfire.
Our boss, in a manner of speaking.
Oh, right, the one that showed up in the bar. I wonder if he got drunk too.
So, Cameo, roll religion for me. So, give me just a sec. Sorry about this. Okay. With your Shadowfires, while you are aware of some of the history behind Shadowfire and his existence, and his relations with Luna and other places, given when and how all of this happened, all of that has been disrupted here. So it is very unlikely that she actually knows him. You do know that they are individuals that do know each other in other worlds.
World becomes as flat as she can. Pancake mode.
Coral has become a pancake.
There's no teddy bear shenanigans today.
Technically, I could make teddy bear shenanigans happen. Coral is just not in it. Coral is in shapes mode, so it's either ball mode, pancake mode, or some other ominous shape that will pop up later. Don't worry about that. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Of course.
I wonder when Coral is going to turn into a triangle. I don't know how that's even going to be possible, but
That is one of the easiest shapes to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, actually, wait. Yeah, you are a biped, so you just hug your knees when you're a triangle.
Or try to touch my toes in general.
all right.
Triangle. Not that hard.
Keep forgetting that you could just do it that way. It's going to be very weird seeing.
Honestly, for a quadruped, it's even easier. Your normal sitting position is a triangle.
They aren't wrong.
You're not wrong.
Well, I suppose while we rest, unless it tires you, Phoenix, could you use your bird to scout out at least a little bit?
Certainly.
So,
Actually, will tire her a little bit because she's already done it today. But that's not a problem.
Whenever you can.
so you guys are taking the 48-hour rest?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Also,
Hold on, is that- How many
My
points do I get
plan
back?
was to wait anyways, so why not?
with that, I will remind you guys that 48 hours counts as the long rest. For Phoenix, I'll need you to roll a perception for your scouting.
Yep. You do a little scout. Only a tiny amount, though.
Well, I gave back all my key.
There is a hallway outside of the door. Other than that, there is nothing else to really see.
Okay. I've got a quick question. When you take a long rest, you recover from 1 level of exhaustion. Do I recover, or am I just perpetually exhausted for right now?
I think it's magical exhaustion.
This is not actually exhaustion. We are using the exhaustion mechanic, though.
Okay. I mean, like, if you're sick or something, like, it ignores this rule. But, like, under normal circumstances. Which is why I'm asking. If I'm
Under
still
normal
exhausted.
circumstances,
Yeah.
it would get rid of a point of exhaustion.
No,
Actually-
don't go there. Sorry,
Is this-
my dog.
Is this some kind of disease, Nameless?
I mean, you
Right,
remember
just
what
as
you
a-
look like, right?
Yeah, so I'm guessing no.
I just used disease as an example, because that's, like, it, like, specifies it specifically in certain diseases. Just as how they function.
Damn,
This
I
So
The
can't.
I was just
exhaustion-
asking, like, if I'm still exhausted, which I assume I am.
yes, the answer is yes. The exhaustion for this is more for the mechanical drawbacks and as a way to measure the advancement of the decay.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and get up and wake up and head toward the door.
Well, if you can do what you can do.
During the resting periods, Coral is drawing on the walls.
So as you guys are starting to stir from your period of rest, nothing has happened this entire time. Nobody's come to check on you. Nobody's brought you food. Nothing. There's not been a single sound from outside. Almost as if nobody is there.
Okay, considering we have not been fed and everyone's probably hungry, I cast Goodberry. It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
I'm gonna pull out the rations from my backpack and start eating them.
Yeah, I guess if anyone has rations, they can also eat those if they want.
Yeah, considering that Goodberry will cause exhaustion as well after a certain amount of time.
I don't plan on staying here that long.
Yeah, I believe that we agreed on like 2 weeks being the
max, I think.
That sounds alright.
What about throwing in Hero's Feast? Wait. That takes up the whole 6 spell slot.
So, does anyone else have any rations on them?
No,
Coral
I'll
has
just make good with the
suspicious
Diggleberry.
jars and all of the other stuff.
Okay. I have chicken, so I can pass them out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you need any food, I have some extras.
Sweetheart! You're back!
What?
Huh? Oh, that's right. You guys don't know about Sweetheart. I'm not explaining that.
Okay.
It's a... I think it was a entity?
That's is back, and
Yeah,
we're all
well,
confused.
I think that everyone that knew about her before,
I vaguely remember Sweetheart.
but
vaguely
you
remember.
knew about her as Wind. So I don't
Yeah.
think there's a party member here that actually knew about her before.
Oh yeah, that's right. Man. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta remember a different person now. It's like D&D 101.
Well, who's Sweetheart? Are they someone that can get us out of here?
Give you a very tired look.
We're in separate cells,
No.
We're in one big cell.
aren't we? No.
Yeah.
Nope,
Oh.
you guys have been in the same cell the whole time.
Oh. Never mind then. I assumed we were in separate cells. I thought you said we were put in different separate cells.
No, I said that there were more cells in the hallway.
Okay. Okay then. I guess I'm misrecalling last session.
Alright, so,
Liege
Phoenix?
Belrose had a plan.
Talk there.
Oh, I meant the more immediate situation.
Oh, I can wild shape out of here and look around. But if Phoenix couldn't find anything, in 2 days, I'm not sure how I'm gonna find anything either.
Oh yeah, a bunch has changed. But honestly, turns to the others. Try looking in the different direction. If you can have a bunch of different shapes and all of that, you could probably look in weird places. Try that one.
If I recall, the layout is like we're in one cell that's attached to the hallway, and then the hallway is blocked off by a door.
Yeah.
So that's why she couldn't see any farther than that. I think wild shaping would have the same issue. We're still blocked by that door.
Yeah. But I could at least open the door.
Or at least attempt to find the key.
Mel, if you
Is
think
it
you
locked?
can... Mel, if you think you can actually do it, then go for it.
Please. If there's no one down here, no one will see me.
Well, if
I
there's
guess I go over. Can someone boost me up? It's a little hot.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I got you. Let's go.
Oh, yes, you are taller.
And bigger and stronger.
I don't know about
turn into a
that.
mouse.
Lift
And I
you
guess-
up and put you.
I give a little nod, and then I like hop down. Start exploring, I guess. Do I have to make a perception check? Like looking around? Nameless?
Depends. What are you looking for again?
A ring of keys, maybe, or just like, if it's like there's nothing here, just like anything.
From what you can tell, there isn't really anything out here.
Okay.
There is a door at the far end of the hall, but other than that, there are doors that, on closer inspection, don't actually lead anywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back into a pony and try and open a door at random. Is it locked or just not a door at all? I don't know.
They lead to blank walls.
Okay, it's just like door into brick wall. Got it.
Yeah.
I closed the non-door. I believe one of the doors was. Do I remember the way we came in? Can I backtrack?
That is the door at the far end of the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and see if that door will open.
It does appear to be locked. But from what you can tell looking through the window, it does seem to lead into more castle rather than just a blank wall.
So there is a window. Are there like bars too?
Yes.
Okay. I already turned back. I guess I'll wild chip again and keep it and try and go through. Like, can I like climb up or I don't know.
You would need to roll athletics if you're going to attempt scaling the door.
Okay. And I am exhausted. 11. That's actually pretty good.
So it's made of wood, so I'm not going to say it's going to be that difficult. So you manage to make it up to the window.
Okay. Anything in particular on the other side?
It seems to lead straight into the main part of the castle, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But nothing about this building has made too terribly much sense. The prison wing that you guys are in seems to almost have been an afterthought, with it being there only because you guys needed somewhere to be locked up.
That makes sense. In a way that doesn't make sense. I guess I hop down and look around some more. Like, is there anywhere I can find like a guard station? I imagine they're not gonna look too. Actually, this is a castle. They might care about a rat running around.
Well, you see no signs of life right now. Actually, I take that back. You do hear the sound of Luna and Celestia talking in a different room, but other than that, you do not see any signs of you don't see any signs of the actual like people that you had like drag you back. Roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
It's already going to be
Yeah,
a disadvantage, so
Yeah. If this is 16. I'm actually rolling really well despite everything.
so now that you think back on it, you don't remember actually any kind of distinguishing features on the guards that brought you to the cell. Nor do you remember actually hearing them walk away from the cell.
To be fair, the guards don't normally have distinguishing features.
No, like, they didn't... You don't even remember what their faces looked like, or if they had one. Kind of
Oh.
lack of distinguishing features.
Yeah. That's some dream logic right there. So there's no like guard station I can find or anything. It's just like imagine just like random castle-y rooms, like a ballroom, like stuff like that.
Kind of like a more of a grand hall kind of appearance.
Okay. I was just trying to look for somewhere where I could find keys. But I guess if that doesn't exist, then that leaves me with exactly one option. Okay, no point waiting anymore. I'm gonna turn back into an Earth Pony and march my way into the third room again.
So, once in the throne room, you can hear them talking from the room behind the throne. Like they were last time. What do you...
Okay. I slowly approach and wait for a good point in the conversation to interrupt. Excuse me. I guess I'll let you respond to that. Me trying to get their attention.
So, they both stop the conversation and look back at you, and there doesn't seem to be any recognition in their eyes, but Celestia does ask you what it is that you need.
It's just me and my friends, you locked us in the dungeon for 2 days without food, and that would be nice. Just the start.
They look at each other, and one of them asks the other if we have a dungeon?
The Melrose shrugs. You locked us up somewhere.
The Celestia looks at you and says, well, obviously you need to go back there. And the guards, which this time you do note are actually faceless, just seem to materialize behind you and start dragging you back there.
Oh wait! I'm hungry. We still need food, please. I guess I get dragged away. Does she not? Oh, okay.
You are reintroduced violently to your companions, mainly face first into Kindle's floof. You
So
can
I'm guessing.
you can now share your findings with the group.
I'm guessing that went well.
I don't think keys exist. Did the guards actually use keys when they opened the door? Did it just open?
It just opened.
Yeah, there aren't keys. Those don't exist. And I don't. Luna just forgot that we existed. So we're not getting food.
Alright.
Aww.
Well,
Alright.
well, it does, I suppose, mean we have multiple chances, assuming we can always get out of the dungeon.
I'm sorry, I like how he's just like, yeah, we're not getting food.
I suppose I'm gonna check the door. It's like, well, if there's no key, is there no lock?
At this point, I think
There is a lock.
you're obligated.
It is locked, okay.
I think at
Okay.
this point, you can just break
down
it.
the door.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
break it down.
Yeah, I start kind of like looking at the hinges and everything, looking about how solid they are.
It'll be fixed right away if she wants it.
What? Immediately repairable property damage.
You could always do what I would do and leave an IOU.
I don't think she'd read it.
Nah. I suppose probably. How big is the cell?
The cell is
Enough to
about
hold Coral.
12 by 12 with a, would say a 9-foot ceiling.
Okay. That's something that might be able to use that. That's outside my threat range. That wouldn't work. Basically, kind of back up and prepare to attack the door, and I use that feat to assist me in breaking down the door.
That's a fun feat.
I'd use the other one that's class specific, but it's raw, doesn't work.
That's
So-
a hard one.
I think that you still need to roll to attack. Based
I
off
have
of
to
the
roll.
way this is written.
I have to roll to attack a door.
It could dodge.
Well, doors
More
actually
about,
have
like,
an AC.
I do.
They do,
Yeah, it
yeah.
represents like damage resistance, I think.
Alright, well, in that case, I go to the opposite end of the cell, I bring out Eyebiter, and I promptly charge the door and attack it.
I believe you're currently working with disadvantage. Or
I'm
are
one
you
of the
one of
ones
the...
that does that.
Okay, so you're lucky. You're one of the lucky ones.
Yes.
So that definitely hits. Roll damage for me. Yes, this is totally a thing.
Let's see, 31 plus 18.
You don't get disadvantage on attack rolls in full exhaustion level 3.
Oh, is that it?
66.
So the door explodes outwards as you charge into it sword first.
The Barbarian Lockpick.
Remind me never to make you angry.
Oh, you haven't seen me angry.
Out of character, you would like
I
him when
agree,
he's
though.
angry.
I think I've seen you angry.
Yeah, Elrose has.
Wait, don't you burst into flames when you're angry? I was here for that battle.
Oh yeah, that's right, you were. Yeah, that's about what you'd be facing.
I see.
Yeah, an
Coral is
overgrown
talking in a random
blowtorch.
direction.
Yes, Coral is currently talking to what you guys view as open air. Does anybody have access to True Sight right now?
Nope.
Well, I can always detect magic. Or see invisibility.
You're in a magical
Either of those
place.
covered.
Yeah. Gabriel's got a point there.
Well, we also changed how detect magic works.
You did?
Yeah,
Mhm.
a long time ago.
Oh, not that long. Maybe a month.
Yes, Kindle does not have anything with True Sight. The only person that did is currently not with us.
I'm
But yeah, Coral is talking to the open air.
Hey Mel, does Coral usually have an imaginary friend? I never noticed that before.
No. I don't think she does.
Kindle pokes his head back in. She's talking to someone?
Yeah, we can't. I think it's an imaginary friend. Coral, are you talking to an imaginary friend?
When you guys see Coral, Coral is U-shaped, just on her
What?
back, just like with the hands and feet up. So yeah, like a lot of stuff has been happening. And wait, are one of you guys talking to me? What?
Yeah.
By
we're-
chance, are you
we're going-
possessed?
Do I look possessed to you? Coral gets up.
Oh, given its
yes.
coral,
The only feeling stronger than sadness, anger.
from what I've known of Coral, 50-50, it's an imaginary friend. 50-50, there's something actually there.
Yeah. I don't think we have time to deal with that right now, though.
I'm gonna pull out a flask and start drinking it.
Kindle,
You've been
kinda.
drinking from that for 2 days. How much is in there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
I was waiting for that answer.
Oh, god damn it.
Kindle.
That's what you get.
Kindle approaches Coral. How are you doing?
Coral just looks at you angry for a moment. I'm alright, just talking to Sweetheart.
You mentioned her before.
Points in the direction of where Sweetheart is. She's right there.
Kindle looks over to the empty space, looks back here. I'll take your word on that.
Coral face palms. Oh, wait, I forgot. Most people can't see her.
Well, that most is definitely an encouraging sign. Anything particularly interesting you're talking about?
Just trying to catch Sweetheart up. Before, when Sweetheart was around, I wasn't a cleric. So, yeah, they've been missing a lot.
Yeah, sounds like it. You suppose she could follow along with us while we make attempt number 3?
It's gonna be attempts number 50 at this point. But yeah. Sweetheart, ready to come along? Yep. Let's go.
Alright. Well, I guess I lead everyone to the throne room where I kind of promptly sit down.
I do
Okay.
not go all the way in with them.
Well, I'm in the throne room, not where they are.
I'm gonna walk
I thought
up
they
with.
were in the throne room.
No, they're in a room behind the throne room.
Oh.
Okay. This part is beyond my wheelhouse. I'll stand here and take care of the guards if they come past this point. Then again, they could just teleport to the dungeon, but, well, yeah, we've seen what I can do to the door.
I don't think guards exist until Luna decides there should be guards.
Yeah. And they don't have faces.
Which means the least threatening of all of us should go. Melrose.
Guards.
Alright. I'm pretty sure we've got all of y'all, but she just saw me like a minute ago. I'm not sure she'll forget me that fast, but okay.
Well, yeah, we could have Phoenix go, but... Wait, Phoenix, are you good with, like, negotiating? Or talking to people?
I can do a little bit. Don't really know what I would say in this situation.
Okay, cool. You both can handle it, I'm sure. I'll go with you just in case they, I don't know, try to blast you guys. Plus, I just really want to see the alicorn again.
Yeah, they are rather pretty, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, considering that one's mane is literally looks like a nebula from outer space.
And the others are an Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even the most terrifying of the alicorns has this strange amount of regality and beauty to them that is otherworldly.
Yeah, but not all the alicorns are great. I mean, Opaline. But we don't have to talk about that.
She doesn't exist in this setting.
You guys, you heard it here first, folks. Shadowfire is drop dead gorgeous.
Alright. Kindle is basically going to sit within ear range and kind of like be poking his head in while the others attempt to converse with them.
Coral wants to go to one of the windows, chill out on it, takes out some paper to draw. Coral has a plan, and will only tell the others if their plan fails, and you'll see why.
I feel like I'm familiar with this plan.
So when you go to look out the window, you realize that nothing is actually moving outside. It's almost like a static painting, but like three-dimensional and far away.
I can see why this would be considered disturbing. Uh-huh. Goes back to the drawings.
Okay, and I had a group that was going into the.
Yeah.
To Luna.
Good
and
luck.
Celestia.
Good luck. I hope I won't have to break down the door. Sorry.
Luna and Celestia are sitting at the far end of the room again, conversing as previous encounters have shown.
I'm gonna nudge for Melrose to take the lead.
I take a look back at Arya before taking a step forward. Miss Luna? Getting her attention again.
Luna looks back over her shoulder and says, "Yes, dear."
It's just that me and my friends here have a problem, and we're hoping you could come with us and help solve it.
She immediately gets up and approaches you and says, "And what might I help you with?"
We're a bit lost, and it's not exactly very safe outside. Could you help us find our way home? He looks up at her.
So she gives you a smile and says, "Why, of course." And then as you guys start to walk, you notice that the area is already starting to change around her. And for the ones that weren't with the rest of the group that was talking to Luna, you find yourself suddenly sitting. Coral, you went from looking out a window to looking in a window of a quaint little cottage on the outskirts of Ponyville. And she gestures to the little village and says, "Is this sufficient assistance?"
No, we're not from here. I am gonna look for the door.
The door, as usual, is just on the farthest reaches of your vision.
We actually live that way. I point at the door.
Roll deception for me.
I mean, I'm not technically lying, but at least not at this exact second.
I was gonna say, can she even see the door?
3.
Yeah, well, you failed that one quite handily.
I am tired. Melrose is tired.
More like something decay. When you point at the door, her face darkens and she says, "Nobody comes from there." You get the distinct impression that the jig is up.
Well, we can still use her help.
She looks at you and says, "And why would I leave?"
I'm gonna bring Phoenix with me as I head over to Luna. Miss Luna. Is it okay if I call you Miss? Or do you just prefer Luna?
She flatly tells you that it is Her Majesty.
Her Majesty, sorry. We come from a different place, I guess you can say. And what my friend here, and I point at Mel, is trying to say is we do need your help, because the place is in a lot of danger. And we need the help of a princess. A powerful princess.
You can see a bit of something warring in her mind behind her eyes. Go ahead and roll persuasion for me.
Persuasion, my worst skill. At disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Please no nat ones.
Yay!
She shakes her head and says, "This is my kingdom," and vanishes.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it! The one time I don't want a nat one.
Well,
When do you ever want a nat one?
Kindle walks up to the group. Well, I will say that was probably the best idea we could have possibly done. Or, well,
I mean,
you, not me.
That's good. I think we
Well,
can try it again when her amnesia kicks in.
We could do Plan B, and I whisper to everyone, just take her and run.
uh,
I believe.
I feel like if we just try and princess nap her, she is not gonna just leave us behind.
Yeah, especially since it's her wish here.
It is
Yep.
her room.
Okay,
Uh,
good point.
I believe Coral said she might have something.
Well, let's go check in with her.
Meanwhile, Coral is now drawing on the new walls. What is being drawn, though, sadly enough, is actually kind of disturbing.
Oh no. Disturbed child drawings.
Disturbed
Well-
child drawings.
Like,
I'm gonna walk up.
Are those heads supposed to be on the ground or on the spikes?
Both.
Yeah, looks like it was a pretty bloody massacre.
It wasn't even the worst.
Impressive.
Coral, what was aside from the drawings here, what was the plan you had? You said you had a plan, right?
Appeal to emotion, understand her position here, catch the patterns, which as far as I'm seeing, she's consistently with her sister. She wants her sister. And frankly, I stare blankly, like, away from everyone for a moment before turning back to you guys. Her sister's in a pretty bad position right now, in reality.
Out of character, I was totally going to use that, but my character does not have that information, so I couldn't.
I think
no.
Coral's the only one who does.
Exactly.
No, Nora shrugs. I was gonna say Celestia could come too.
Celestia is not real here. He is part of the illusion of this world.
Yeah, but the last time we tried to tell her that, we got thrown in the dungeon.
Yeah, but trying
Because
to...
of how you do it.
Yeah, and if we tell her
That-
that her sister isn't real here, and we walk out the door and her sister disappears, imagine what kind of trauma that can bring on her.
It's
I'm
not...
not sure she'd be
Celestia wouldn't
traumatized for
leave.
very long.
Yeah, once you're snapped out of the illusion, I say we let Coral try her approach.
Okay, Coral picks up her stack of papers. I was thinking about showing her these drawings. All of the drawings are basically just chibi versions of her and Celestia, and it looks all bright and happy. Like, this is what you expect a child to draw. Like, I was thinking about showing her these. What do you think?
I think that might work.
We've got no other choice.
Well, we have a choice. That's just mostly wait for the amnesia to kick in. But I think Coral has a chance here.
Coral sighs. Okay, give me a moment to talk to Sweetheart. Sweetheart, we're in a book that gives people these illusions of what their heart desires. it's possible for a person to break out on their own. I did it. Other people need to be slapped into realization.
Kindle starts whistling innocently.
Bombastic side eye. This guy that owns the book is holding people in here until they reach, I think it's like 1,000 people, so that we can have a party. When we leave the room and the further down we go, the worse things get. She shows the feathers in the vestigial lens. And frankly, I have no idea what's going to happen to her when we get out. Because as you can see, gestures to the others, the effects are kind of random.
Kindle waves.
This really isn't good. And I know I was able to snap out of it because I asked questions, and I knew something wasn't right, because none of the answers made sense. But I don't know if we can get her to ask those questions. She looks at the drawings that she's made. There's so many to ask, and heck, Phoenix asks like a bunch of ones, but then got stuck in a loop. Looks at Phoenix. That's to throw her off a pile.
Well, threatened to throw her off a pile.
No, I actually did it while you weren't looking.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Sweetheart seems to know this place.
This place as in the book?
She talks kind of slow. Give her a moment. But it seems like it.
Will Sweetheart be run by Nameless in your DMs or something?
Yes, Sweetheart is a... because it's the easiest way to have an entity that she can only hear be able to converse with her. So she has not been crazy this whole time. She is actually talking to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kindle believes that.
Melrose doesn't.
So it may be a bit quiet while I convey information.
The King's Cradle. Oh my gosh, I hate my neighbors. I think this mic is picking up the sound. Give me a moment.
I'm not
You got
hearing it.
really loud all of a sudden. That's all I know.
Sorry about that. My neighbor was so loud, despite me being in the back room. I heard the music,
Impressive.
and it's not as impressive as you think. Sometimes I could physically feel it when I'm in the back room. That it wasn't one of those times. So I just got like really worried because I'm just like, this is a horrible song to have in the background, and I have no idea if you're gonna get a copyright strike or anything from that.
I didn't hear it, so no. Because I have to be able to hear it in order for it to be a problem.
Yeah, but they keep fluctuating the sound. It bothers me so much.
Give me just that.
Well, as long as we keep trying, I don't think she's gonna remember. So we can just try for however long.
Hopefully not too terribly long.
I'd hope not. I'm not sure if I'm getting older in here.
You know, this is the one thing I don't understand. Turns to look at you guys. How do you guys age?
What do you mean?
Like, are you like a flower that like comes and goes in like a few seasons, or like, is I don't know how long you guys last.
As in ponies?
Yes.
What is the average lifetime for a pony, Nameless?
About 150.
We live until well over 100 years.
Kieran live longer because they are related to dragons.
Right. I'm just gonna give the 100 for the example.
Coral looks at her hands, counts on her fingers. Yeah, I don't know how long that is compared to me, so I have no idea.
For information reasons, the average lifespan of a gargoyle is 120. The average lifespan of a Kieran is 750. And
Jeez.
a dragon can, for all intents and purposes, be functionally immortal until something kills it. And they will continue to grow in size during that period.
Gargoyles
I
live
believe
to
in
120?
So gargoyles actually have the shortest lifespan.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, because something's very off about that.
Yeah.
That's an average lifespan. That means, like, that's the expectancy, not the how long they could possibly live. So that, like, right now for humans, the life expectancy, I believe, is in the 80s, but you see people live all the time to 100 plus.
People who die young really bring down the curve a bit, even if they aren't as common.
You also don't know much about gargoyle culture, or what it would have been in most cases, because all life expectancies are drastically lowered in y'all's particular setting.
I gotta ask, Nameless, how long do zebras last in this setting? Like, do they last as long as ponies, or
Roughly between
less?
ponies and gargoyles.
Okay.
Griffin life expectancy for my settings is normally about 100 years, so
Okay. Old griffins. Very old
Like
griffin.
Bureaucrator, where they get 20 years.
Okay. Coral claps her hands a bit. Alright, so Sweetheart is saying that this is known as a king's cradle. I don't know that word, but it's like a chamber for a king, kind of like the... Oh no, it's kind of like the Silent King. And the people trapped here would be used to feed the kings. Oh my gosh, is that what the party's about?
I mean,
Oh. Yeah.
sounds like they're
that would
describing a
make sense.
tribe.
Well, thinking about it, this book does kind of resemble one.
Yeah, but with the goal of the end party.
So
This is not gonna be good.
definitely don't want to finish the book. Got it. Well, is Sweetheart still talking to you, or are you ready to try and talk to Luna?
Sweetheart is still talking. There really isn't much on this that they know, but we definitely need out sooner than later.
Yeah,
But do we
no
have
argument
to?
there.
So I don't think we'll be able to survive making it to page 1.
Well, at this point, it's either we try to head there, or we just go back to our rooms.
There is a third option.
Well, maybe Luna can help us. She's likely far more powerful than we are. I mean, goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she can teleport us all to the floor 1, that would be great.
Yeah.
Well,
Honestly, I think the only reason she's trapped here is because of the illusion. Odds are she had have long since left the book if she wanted to.
So I want a religion roll from the cleric and an arcana roll from the wizard.
dang. Oh, wait, no. That's disadvantage, huh?
Yeah.
That's advantage.
Advantage.
Still, dang.
Even with the you have, are you one of the ones that has disadvantage right now?
No.
No.
Phoenix
No, okay.
is like the smallest number. So they're gonna be the last one to get a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that's just because they have advantage in all Arcana checks for magic.
Or
Yes,
Ice
they
is
do.
just flexing on us.
Ice's character has advantage on all arcana checks.
Okay.
Order of Stripes.
So we're gonna start with Coral. So you're not entirely sure exactly what all of the things that Sweetheart told you meant, but what you do know is the last thing she said is probably the most accurate thing to worry about. Which,
Yeah. Better to focus on the king that we already got to deal with rather than the potential one.
because and for Ice. So between the research that you were doing and all of the information that you've gotten leading up to this isn't part of the Dread Realm. The dream that you found the book in should have been. But somehow this book made its way there and trapped her. So this isn't the Silent King's doing. And there is a lot of potential that it could become something much worse later on. But that's if it's able to find the needed 1,000 people. So even just being able to drag Luna out of here, along with your group, is going to be a heavy blow. But for as far as the rest of the individuals in these pages, it's going to be likely that not only is the fight to get them free going to be just as bad, if not worse, that it'll also potentially waste years worth of time to free the entire book. So unless you see somebody that you know is someone you need to bring with you, like say another deity, it's not going to be in your best interest to stop for every single person trapped here.
Well, this sure looks like a problem for a later date.
Alright.
Should just
Problem in front of us.
getting Luna and us out.
Alright. Sounds good.
Let's get started then, right?
Coral, do you want anyone to go with you?
Coral looks at all of you. Picks up Phoenix. Okay, I'm good to go. Just
I have my comfort wizard ready to go.
all right.
What, do you squeeze it for Scorching Ray to come out when you need an attack?
No,
Keep
no,
warm,
because
like
we're not gonna we're not gonna fight. If I get nervous, I just pet the hair. Yes, Loof.
So, you're going back to Luna?
Yeah.
So, you do have to make quite a trek because Ponyville and Canterlot are two very different places. And apparently she remembered that. Thankfully, to your knowledge, you're not on much of a time crunch. I'm also going to say that the majority of the group goes with you.
Oh, yeah.
After, you know, they've been gone for a while. Wait a minute. We're not anywhere near you.
We're following. Kendall's plan is to, once again, just, like, sit outside the room and watch.
So you were already following.
Yeah.
Thankfully for you guys, you have someone who actually knows the lay of the land for the most part. Melrose.
Yeah.
So Melrose can guide you there so you don't have to like make any kind of rolls or anything. Because for the most part, it is fairly accurate, if a bit lifeless, to what Melrose remembers of Equestria as well. And given that the Apples frequented Canterlot by quite a bit from what I remember, I'd imagine that he would have at one point or another been there as well. So, but I cannot stress enough just how two-dimensional and non-living this world feels. On closer inspections, the trees are just green blobs rather than leafy. There's no like individual grass, no movement, no sounds of life, not even the feeling of moving wind. So,
Don't worry, Coral is fixing it up a little bit at a time with some graffiti.
okay. By the time you guys get back, nothing has changed. The castle is exactly the same. The sun is in the exact same position in the sky that it was before, and Luna and Celestia are once again sitting having their conversation. The most terrifying part about all of that is you don't actually know how long you were gone, because there was no way to measure time through that. No movement of the sun, stars, no creatures, no weather, nothing.
Did we not, like, get tired? Like, and have to sleep?
I mean, you guys are currently in the process of being, for lack of a better word, decayed from the inside out. You tell me if you're going to feel any more tired than you already do.
Alright.
But, on top of that dream logic, but, when you guys arrive I'm assuming Coral splits off to go inside to talk to Luna.
Yeah.
Okay, you and your safety wizard march your butts inside. What do? They're having their conversation as every other time you have talked to her.
Is it the same conversation?
From what you can tell, yes, actually.
Of course it is.
I put down the wizard. And then I turn to Celestia and Luna. I'm like, oh, my stars, oh, my stars, oh, my stars. Okay, I finally get to meet you guys. I really wanted to meet you guys, and I made these super duper very complicated drawings for you and all that, and I showed them the drawings. I really wanted to show these to you guys. Most of them are of Luna, but there's some with Luna and Celestia together, defeating bad guys and stuff like that.
The pair of them seem extremely excited. Luna even more so of your excitement to seeing them.
It's really hard to draw really good pictures because this is like the first time I get to see you in person. I swear the pictures do not do you justice. But that I try to do you justice in my drawings, and I drew you a lot to try to make sure I get it right. Do you like them?
Celestia has started to fade a bit as her expressions and whatnot, rather than shifting naturally, just instantaneously switch between expressions, as Luna is out completely absorbed in looking through these pictures. She does seem to quite enjoy them, though.
I'm glad you enjoyed them. I like drawing a lot, and it's really hard to find things that inspire me to draw a lot, but you're a really big inspiration. She takes out one very specific drawing, and she looks at it a bit concerned, but then she shows it to Luna anyway. It's, Luna, holding up the moon with like a bunch of hearts around her, and there's a bunch of ponies seemingly bowing around her, and you see what looks like Coral, or it could just be any gargoyle really, because Coral does not have actual crayons or anything, so, you know, vaguely coral-shaped thing on the side giving a thumbs up. This one was really hard to draw, but I made this for you.
She takes the picture and then tells you that she will cherish the pictures. At this point, Celestia is just kind of a Celestia-shaped white blob.
Coral sits down. I wanted to do more than just pictures, but it's very hard to get, like, good materials, you know? She claps her hands a little bit. I wanted to get stuff from my homelands, but I'm not even sure if I really have that. So all I got is the pictures and ink for you.
She nods and tells you that she appreciates your work very much.
There's someone else who I know. I think they have a crush on you. But I think they may also be a little too shy around you to say anything.
She turns several shades of purple and asks who you might be talking about.
Shadowfire. This is when Coral pulls the picture of Shadowfire. And it's specifically a picture with Shadowfire standing next to Luna. Yes, she robbed Shadowfire. Don't worry about it. He will get it back eventually. At some point in time.
She looks at it curiously and tells you she's never seen anything like him before.
Coral gets a bit sad. So, you don't remember him? Or have you just never met him?
She tells you that as far as she's aware, the two of them have never met.
Well, you two have to meet up. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys will like each other. Or rather, I don't know if you'll like him, I know he likes you. Coral has like that one face when she says that. But you guys totally need to meet up.
So at this point, Celestia has disappeared and the walls have gone smooth. There's no indication that they were stone other than the color. As she asks where she could find him.
Coral is like, well, there's a few different ways you can find him. He kind of has his own palace. It's super ginormous. Probably because he's ginormous. Hold on, let me look at a picture of him. Coral is going through a lot of pictures right now. Most are drawings, and you could tell that there is a stark difference between when Coral started drawing and now, although it's still obviously cartoony. And there is actually quite a few pictures, like actual photos.
I just imagine
And then there's that
Phoenix is just standing next to you, buried under this pile of random pictures.
Yeah, she's just looking through the pictures too. She's like, since when did you have the time to draw all this?
Where did you get the paper? What is going on here? How is there so many?
Where is your supply of crayons from?
Coral has that one face of, oh, I've been robbing people, but I will never tell you who I've been robbing the moment you ask that question. Like,
I imagine you've been taking some writing supplies from Phoenix.
Phoenix has so much paper she probably wouldn't even notice.
the funniest part is that it's not just Phoenix. You have to remember, Coral will pick up anything and will draw on anything. So at some point, it stops becoming papers, and it's literally like takes out a brick with a sketch on it, takes out leaves with drawings on it.
Why do I feel like it's gonna turn into one of those dropper games where you move the thing back and forth, but it's Phoenix, and Phoenix has to avoid the random bricks and rocks with sketches on them?
Some of the art pieces just have a weird watermark. Some of her paper is watermarked.
Oh my god. Some of them are your paper, so there is some watermarked paper there too. And then there is that one clay piece with the glasses. With the pony holding up the moon above the earth. Still looks like Luna, but Phoenix should know the actual context about that one. In fact, actually all of you should know it. Maybe not in character, but all of you should remember that one. Instead of placing this one towards Phoenix, Coral does puts it on the opposite side, and then takes out a stack of photos. It's a small stack.
Where'd you get photos?
Photos? Remember,
this is technology that doesn't exist in this setting.
yes, it does.
She has a
Cameras?
gun.
These are like the black and white photos, like poor quality type stuff. They're not like highly colorized or anything like that.
Yeah, what about photo finish?
This technology does not exist in this specific setting.
Remember? I robbed people.
purely because of the fact that the shit that they had to go through caused a technological regression.
Wait, so no photo finish then?
No,
Oh shit!
that,
You just unbirthed her.
please don't say
Like-
that.
Unbirth? Bro!
Please do not say that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, scratch that. It's just more drawings. These are more detailed drawings. And are very smudgy at the same time. More details, but more smudge. So, you can probably see him at one of these religious spots. I think they're called churches. He's got his own castle. Oh, this is the one with me in it. Shows the picture. Coral looks tiny as hell, and then Shadowfire is like full size, but like half of it's like smudgy as all heck. But like you could still tell.
She does comment that he is, in fact, quite large.
Oh yeah, he's sometimes very big, but other times he's very small. And by very small, I mean still taller than me. And like, oh, this one is a good one. And it's a drawing of him next to Biafi, next to Phoenix, so there's a scale in there. Showing just how big he still is. Like, see? He could be small. Very small.
He's still technically...
Evolutionary banana for skin.
He is a creature that is substantially taller than Biafi, because even you are taller than Biafi, because Biafi is long and wide.
Yes.
And then the fact that Phoenix is actually here, you brought Phoenix. As you can see from Phoenix.
Yeah. And this is him being small. I was like, see, he could be small. Says as if this is like as small as he can get. I'm sure he'd love to see you. Wait a minute. Looks at the picture. Looks at Phoenix. Looks at you. At Luna. Looks back at Phoenix. Hold up, Phoenix, can you stand up real quick?
She stands up.
Looks at Phoenix, looks at Luna. Looks back at the picture. Looks back at Luna. Okay, so he's bigger than I remember, but it's still pretty small, as you can see from the other picture. So what do you say, you want to meet him?
She does express interest in meeting him and asks that you bring him here. I will also point out that you guys, if I remember correctly, no longer have access to a Key of Armageddon, so you can't exactly summon him
I
here.
still do. Remember, we had more than one.
I could have sworn that one of them got destroyed already.
One did.
That was the one that Biafi had. Coral has her own separate one.
Do you really want to use a Key of Armageddon on that? Because that's just going to be like, okay, you're here now, let's not leave.
Wait, what does the key do again?
Summons Shadowfire.
Yeah, it's an amulet that summons Shadowfire,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is why it's called the Key of
Coral-
Armageddon.
Yeah, Coral takes it out, but then stops. This is my only one. She then puts it back away. I think it's better if we go to him and then we can bring you back.
Roll Persuasion.
Please roll high.
Oh god, I do not. Do I get
As long as-
advantage because of how far I went with this? Or not?
I'm going to say no, because you haven't told her where you have to take her. Because remember, she had a very unpleasant reaction when you said that you wanted to go through the door with her. But, lucky for you, you did manage to beat her on the roll. And she agrees to follow you so long as you can bring her to this strange, oversized alicorn.
Wait. Did the roll get through, or is my thing on my end glitching? Because my computer is glitching right now.
Oh, that's a
I
religion
don't
roll.
see the roll. Yeah.
Oh,
My thing on my
I
end
look-
is glitching.
I rolled mine and I looked up and I was like, that works. So I guess we're waiting until you can roll?
Yeah, give it a moment. I had to refresh. Okay, persuasion. Oh my gosh. Okay.
20.
Well, dang.
Roll 20 said yes.
Roll
Yes.
20 is sick of being stuck here and wants to leave.
I mean, you guys still have to make it through the rest of the book. With an alicorn in tow.
Yes.
I'm guessing the alicorn can't just solve most of our problems.
No.
Worth a try.
So then,
You could still try asking that in character, though.
I'm not asking in character. In
No.
character, I'm telling her about people who I think would love to meet her and all that, and would want to hang out because she's clearly super cool to hang out with.
She is just drinking up all of this attention.
Coral, before leaving, Coral puts everything back in her bag. You know, I should get you your own bag so you can have this. Ooh, that's another thing. We should go shopping later. You can get your own bag. You can meet other people. They can see how awesome you are. And then I can get more supplies to draw you more. All of that. What do you say?
She seems thoughtful and then just kind of smiles at you and says that she would love to.
Awesome! Once it's all packed in, Coral is ready to go. Do. Because Coral has also packed in the Phoenix. With the papers.
So when you guys get to the door, she looks at you and then looks at the door and asks if you're sure that we have, like, sure she has to go through the door to get there.
Coral thinks for a moment and says, "Yeah, we do. But don't worry, we'll be able to come back."
She takes a deep breath and then steps through the door with you guys.
Yay! Alicorn acquired.
And once we get through, I will definitely be standing between Luna and the door.
She does seem almost like once you guys step through the door, like she's woken up. Almost like she's
You
seeing the world again for the first time. And she places a hoof to her forehead and asks, "How long has it been?"
Well, the issue is we kind of don't know how long it's really been. It's just been a while.
Probably less than a decade.
Well, forever long the mists have been around, but I don't know how long that's been.
Felt like hundreds of years. So he could have been in there for 20 minutes.
She shakes her head and says that everything feels all muddled before saying that she should probably follow you guys out so that she can figure out what the hell's going on. I will note that she's also not in her usual form once she makes it out of that room. She's in the season 1 version where she's short hair and all that. It would appear that somebody has been just walloped by leaving that room.
Understandable. Alright. Don't worry about the pictures, I'll hold them closely until we're out. And then I still gotta draw you the other ones.
I'm not so sure she's concerned about that anymore.
Does anybody want to ask about her getting you guys out?
Yeah. Kendall kind of approaches her. I'm really sorry to ask you this, but we're kind of trapped in this book, and the only way to get out is to get to page 1, right?
Either that or the paper.
Page 0.
It's been referred to as the broom one, but yeah.
Right. We have to get all the way to the beginning of the book, but kind of holds up his hoof and shows the mark. These kinds of things get worse the farther we go from our original rooms. So we would either need, some way to get there quick without, either get us out of the book entirely or protect us from this segregation as we march our way down.
So she says that she'll give it a try, and as she does, the steward just out of nowhere appears and pinches the tip of her horn, and there's a slight hiss, like somebody just pinched out a candle as he says, no cheating.
Hey! Don't touch her.
I touch who I feel like it.
That is creepy! Stop!
There's rules to this place?
Yeah, his.
Rules?
I wouldn't say mine, per se.
Okay,
Because
who's...
the king's?
See, I don't set the rules. Somebody else did, the one who created the book. I just adhere by them. And with that, he just kind of pops out of existence again.
Damn, I wanted to ask if maybe whoever created the book created him.
Likely.
The expression on Luna's face is one of those, oh my god! Just, you could tell she's just... more happened there than met the eye, and she is just out of it at the moment.
Oof, that probably didn't feel well.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, so, looks like outright getting out's not gonna work.
She then manages to squeeze out the sentence, I touched something that should never be touched.
I'll leave that where it is, and let's figure out what to do.
Well, there's only one thing we can do. Keep going forward and try to get out.
Yeah.
On that note, with that progress, I think that's a good place to put a pin in it for the night. Would you guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, for those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. If you want to show further support to the channel, there's a link to both the voice mod partnership as well as my Patreon. Big thank you to my priest tier Patreons, Cameo Shadowness, Ice Crystal, Scarmex, and as well to all of the other Patreons in the Patreon. You can support for as little as $1 a month. And I appreciate any and all. Also, thank you to, I almost forgot. Big thank you to all of the Twitch supporters as well. I think if we ever get any that support at like the higher tiers, because apparently that's tiered, I will probably start announcing them too, just to show them some love too. But Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon are all great ways to support me. Even your subscription and watching my stuff is good enough for me. Other than that, everybody have a great evening. We will see you next week for all of the usual streams. And don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Not everyone.
See ya.